Hey, what up, nerds? Hello, hello. How's it going?
Hello, I am still here. How's it going, guys?
Albie, hello. Mr. Gene, hello. How's it going, nerds? Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. We've been having some quite long past couple weeks. As you can see, Celine is still sick, but you know, we're gonna try and do some stuff still. We persevere. That's right. Gonna make the video game.
Yeah. I'm gonna make more zombies.
So yesterday, Celine finished this extra zombie. So we're gonna be putting him in soon.
Yeah, I might also edit the human just a little bit.
Sure.
So we can just test like making updates to the sheet as well. Like how that's good.
Sounds good.
Mostly because I saw the contrast like of the shade, these colors, and the hair like disappears completely in the game.
Right.
Because it's like it has to be more like this, right? If you want to be able to see it once you're zoomed down. And I'm gonna give the human version a little butt.
Yeah, I was looking at his butt. I have to say,
because I noticed it looked a bit funny.
There was some weirdness. Yeah.
I think the zombie might be okay without it. But I think he definitely.
Yeah, I like it. We're finally gonna have butts.
Butts in the game confirmed.
Been doing some animations today. Still taking a while. Animations can be rough.
What color is my underwear?
Oh my god.
Granger, hello.
Granger, welcome.
Happy Sunday, hello.
Thank you so much for the fart, and Jacob, hello, and thank you.
Hey, Jacob.
For that fart as well. And yeah, Mr. Gene, I know being sick is the worst, and you definitely don't appreciate being healthy as much as you do when you're sick. You know, you're like, please let me be fine again.
How's it going, Granger? Thank you so much for the biddies. Jonathan the zombie. Yep.
Okay. Don't leave metal spoons inside of your tea.
So yesterday, when we left off, we were actually implementing the ranged zombie, and I did do a couple changes to make it actually work. There we go. At the moment, they fire, I don't know, evil syringes, just because I didn't have a sprite.
Contaminated.
Yeah. But, you know, they're doing the thing. They take line of sight into consideration for the most part. Then they stop when they're in range, and then they fire the projectile at the player. So yeah.
Sorry.
Can maybe. So if I stand still. Yeah. Red pill. Been well, been working on transitioning back into contract work and doing a lot of new development. Nice. Well, I hope that's a positive change, something that you're happy with. That was interesting. Yes, it is. I've been waiting to get back to doing that for a while now. Nice. All right. I've been thinking about doing cutscenes in my game. I'm not sure if I should do them in pixel art or normal art. It would work nicely with pixel art, but it would take a long while.
I would say, like, first of all, consider what you're most comfortable with. If you're most comfortable with pixel art, even though it will take longer, I would still say pixel art. But if you're more comfortable with just traditional 2D animation, then go for that. And then, yes, consider that's a good fit for the game. If everything else is pixel art and your cutscenes are high res, is that going to throw anything off, or will the style still work? But ultimately, I think it's just what comes more naturally. Hello, Temptic. Hi.
Hey, Temptic. Yeah. Right. So today, what am I doing? I kind of wanted to update the zombie upgrades to be a little bit more varied. At the moment, when you get the zombie screen, you could get the same thing over and over again. So I wanted to try and make that a bit better. With run upgrades, I've implemented this set of options where you can make upgrades unique, so they only show up once. So I think I want to extend that to the zombie upgrades as well at some point. I don't want to do that now, though. The other change I've been meaning to do is add chests. At the moment, when you say unlock a safe zone, you just get a free upgrade, but the intended behavior is that a chest would pop out. And then you collect the chest, and that's what gives you the upgrade. So maybe we could do that. Do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so this would be a pickup situation. Help pickup. Roger. How's it going, Temptic? Yeah. So let's make a new folder. Call it chest. We're going to create an inherited scene, which inherits pickup. That's not true. I did not go with inheritance. This is true. That makes me happy. that I didn't do that. So, nice. So, chest pick up. And then we just steal the pickup component and the sprite situation. Create an assets folder. I will just pull our prototype sprite for now, which I can find somewhere. Pirate Jam. Do I have access to that? You would think so, but it's not here. Huh. Okay, let me try something else. Doing good, and you? Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. It's threading. What did I call it? Right. Bear with me here. Just trying to find a file. Where the heck would that be? The chest right that we had. Pick up. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Nope. Items? Probably not. It must have been called chest, right?
What? It's in the tile set. That's the only one we made.
Tile set?
Yes.
Oh. That makes sense. Tile set. Okay. So if I make an atlas texture, call it chest. Res.
Hello there. Thank you so much for the part.
Hey, Charlie. I'm just gonna grab this and temporary. That will do for now. Like this should be at 0. And here. Here. Something like that. Okay. So health pickup, we did a custom script that listens to the pickup event or signal and heals the player. So we can do a very similar thing here. We're gonna have a chest pickup. We're going to copy pasta in here, make this a chest pickup, and we're gonna say that on pickup we do event manager
Hello, Foddy. Thank you so much. Happy
Foddy.
Sunday.
How's it going, Foddy? Okay, so if we just do that, we're gonna go into our level. And we are... temporarily, we're just gonna instantiate a chest pickup. Put it over here. And have a look at it. Wow. It's huge. If we pick it up. Yeah, says we leveled up. Not technically true. We will fix that soon. But it did do the thing. Great. Doing pretty good. I'm chilling and recharging my social batteries. Nice. We were at a gaming event yesterday in Budapest showcasing a wonky local multiplayer game. Nice. I hope you had a great time. Yeah, we've been indoor gremlins for a couple weeks now because of being sick.
Yeah.
It was some nice weather too.
Yeah, and it's been like really spread out. Like there were like a whole week where like you were sick and I was fine, and then as soon as you were fine again, I was sick.
Yeah. Yeah, really annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a chest. Now we need to make said chest pop out of things.
Pop it.
For example, when an elite or a special zombie gets cured, it could pop out a chest. When a safe house is opened, it could pop out a chest. Why don't we, for now, just do... We can just do a animation in the chest itself. So if we added an animation player in here, and we would do a drop animation, and we can just kind of like, you know, make it bounce. It just comes up, then
The bit on the bottom.
yeah. Squanch that chest. We did. It was super fun, but exhausting. People seem to like it too. Nice. A lot of my friends have fallen ill too. The weather's been crazy chaotic in the last few weeks. Yeah, we missed out on a few sunny days. We were doing pretty consistent walks, which felt really nice, but the sickness said, stop it. Okay, so how do we do this? I guess we know that at the end of the animation, we want this to be the state. So let's do position, rotation, and scale. And let's put them all at the end. So we know that that's the goal. We kind of want it to jump as well. So on the position, we could like put this up here, keyframe that. Let's make it all cubic. Rotatini. And the starting position, we can put it on the ground as well. So it jumps up, comes back down. Here we can say that on the scale side of things, we can do one of these, perhaps. Frame that, and then at the very beginning we can say it just starts out tiny. It just spawns in. Let's look at it from this perspective, I guess. So how do we make this not terrible? First of all, I think it just needs to be faster. That's one thing we can do. Cool. Then we can also make it squanch when it hits the floor. So when it hits the floor, it can go down and get squanched. So we key that, and then it goes back. So something like this. Maybe we even remove that. Nope.
Oh.
For a second, I thought it said Jeff instead of JF. Gonna lurk because I'm working on a game. Hoping to get the demo out next month. Nice. Good luck, Mr. Gene. You got this. You got this. Okay. So let's say that on ready, we're going to get the animation player, and we're going to actually we can yeah, I'll do it manually. Hey, animation player, play, drop, and then we're going to await animation player, animation finished. The pickup component, what have I put here? I have an enabled thing. Starts out as true. And say we can make this an export variable so that on here I could say that by default it's not enabled.
Captain Onosa, welcome on in. Hello.
Hey Captain, hope you had a nice stream. How goes the Robot Citadel game? Hope it's going well. Pickup component enable. So when the animation finishes, we enable the pickup component.
Yeah, you do.
Which could be a problem. On enable, we have to double check if we're not colliding with things already. This is an area 3D, so get overlapping bodies. If bodies dot size is bigger than 0, then let's do on body entered bodies. I should do it. Okay. Okay. Cool.
The stream got cut short, but it's all good. So Captain and Osa.
Oh, I see.
Glad to hear it's all good though.
Yeah. Hope everything's okay. Okay, let's do a region pickups. And we're going to add a signal, call it chest spawn requested with a position vector 3. Then on zombie GD, let's add a export var as chest equals false, but we'll say that special zombies like the ranged zombie, for example, they have a chest, and the sprinter zombie, they have a chest. So on cure, we're gonna say if as chest event manager chest spawn requested at the zombie's position. Emit. Now on our level script, we're going to listen for chest spawn requested. We're gonna say First we need this scene, actually. Let's grab that. We're going to instantiate it. We're going to add it to the pickups. Do I have said pickups? Probably not. Probably not. So let's bring that in. So pickups, add child, instance, then instance global position equals position. And that should be that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Fuddy, Captain Enosa is gonna try to turn it into a full Steam release. The Robot Citadel Rush. That's their current goal, I believe. Okay, we have spitters. Okay, what happens when we cure them? Right, I need to remove this. Sure. Okay, so it kind of worked. Right. I understand. I understand. Okay, so first things first, we need to go to our zombie manager. We need to make it so it no longer triggers a level up. Just remove that. And then in here, we just can't apply the transformations to what we applied it to. Which is fine. Okay. What if I did this? Is that okay? Right. This is oh, tiny. Oh, it's massive. Oh my god. What have I done? What have I done?
You done the goopsie?
I broke all the things.
I updated the human Mr. Sean's sheet and I uploaded this and I uploaded the zombie.
Cool. That second. Okay. Okay. But now this is sus.
goodness, we got a mac and cheese. It's in her little cup. Let me move my.
Okay. We're back. We are back. Repeat, we are back. Yes. How's it going, tomatoes? That looked weird. Why did that look weird? Mm-hmm. Nom nom nom. You're sick as well, tomatoes? No.
Congratulations on the duel. You won it because I'm so weakened and
Okay. Fine. What about safe zones? Why does it do a flashbang every time I open a scene? That's incredibly annoying. So we kind of want a marker where the chest can appear, I feel like. So if we added a marker 3D, and we can call this chest marker. Then we import this. And instead of doing this here, we're going to say event manager chest spawn requested emit chest marker global position. So what that allows us to do is in here, in our level, we could edit an extraction zone. We'd have to set editable children to then be able to place the chest wherever we want. So I could place it there. Then if I went over here, it's never unlocked. This one, we go chest marker. We'd want it here. One. We can set it over here. Bunker. We can set it over here. RFX, thank you for the follow.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. Give ourselves God mode. So if we're here and we unlock the thing, we should see the chest animate in and then get picked up when the animation ends. I kind of want to get rid of all these nerds now. I need a button to remove humans when they get in the way. Okay. So we're gonna go over here and open it. Worked. Feel like there's some sussy things taking place. Okay. One of those things is that the chest kind of flashes full size and then it plays the animation. That's a problem. I've been frozen again. That's the guy who made a button to remove human sus.
I think it's quite sus, isn't it?
How's it going, Paul G? What is this tempting? I need a button to remove humans when they get in the way. Ah.
You're so funny.
I wouldn't think this is necessary. Like, the animation plays.
So, are you spending time on polish of something that's good? Asking a question.
No. It's buggy. Thank you for the biddies, buddy. That fart was necessary. I don't know how I haven't been unmodded yet, but all the out of context clips I made. We live for out of context clips. If an animation... Thank you, Paul G. Hanging in there.
So much for that bar.
Excuse me. What was I saying? Yeah, if an animation plays on ready, I wouldn't expect there to be a frame where the animation hasn't started yet. Because I would think that ready function runs, then this runs, then the thing is rendered. But maybe that's not quite how it works. Because if that's the case, then essentially I would need to alter the initial state to be 0, for example. So if I did this, the chest is invisible by default. And then it animates in. That means that whenever I open this scene, it's gonna spawn like this, which is not cool. But that would make it so that the flash doesn't happen anymore, I would think. Let's actually see if that's true. Yeah, it does fix it. Why does it do that flashbang? What is happening? Godot, please. Mustn't. It's like the bigger a project gets, the wilder things become. In Godot. I feel like this needs to be faster. It's still too slow. Oh. Okay. I'll make it go higher as well. Okay. Now we can remove. Yeah, can't even see it here either. So annoying. We removed our dummy chest. Making soup. I'll post pics in the nerds food chat later.
Good soup.
Good soup. Okay, so if we do this, we spawn some zombs. We give ourselves a dart gun. Go. There we go.
Sorry.
That'll do. That'll do. Renee. I'm going to change the scale on this a teeny bit as it's very large. That's better. Cool stuff. How's it going? Us? Happy Sunday. Okay. So we got a chest. Cool. Cool. So we have our upgrade selection screen, which is this. And this has the hard-coded you level up situation. But if it's a chest, you're not leveling up. You just got some extra loot. So when we request an upgrade selection, for example, the zombie, or not the zombie, the chest, when it requests an upgrade selection here, we could tell it the source or the type. Right? So like here we could have an enum types, then we have a level up and a chest types. Then we can have a we can have a var type. That is defaulted to types.levelup. But we could say on chest pickup. So this can receive a type. So here we emit with run upgrade selection dot types dot chest. And on the other one, which would be in run manager, when we leveled up, maybe that happens here. On level up, we show upgrade selection. Interesting. So here we could receive a type. Then here we pass in said type. And here we can say instance.type equals type. Now here on level up, now this doesn't make sense anymore, but we could take this out, and instead over here we can go event manager, upgrade
Hello.
selection requested,
Hello,
emit.
Rod.
Hey, Rod. Okay. So now here we have a type. So let's look at this here. So we have a title container. We call this level up title container. And then we can just duplicate it for now. Call it chest title container. And this one would say, what would this say? So you open up a chest and you get a reward. You are rewarded? No. I mean, it could work.
Finders keepers.
Finders keepers. It'd be interesting to have multiple ones. Like it would randomize the text.
Uh-huh. I like finders keepers.
Finders keepers. Does that need an apostrophe? No. Finders, comma, keepers. Like this. Then we make these names, and in here we're going to import them, and we'll say match type on types dot level up. We do level up title container show on chest. We do that. Loser sweepers. Ow. We got our level up. Nice. We find ourselves a chest. North Pole Light, hello. And Chad, hello, hello.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
That's scaring me.
Sorry about that.
You scared me, sir.
And we have finders keepers on the chest. Oh.
You can also do another man's trash. ...
Okay.
one man's trash is another word.
Yeah, right now there's an issue where if you have a bunch of humans with you and you unlock a safe zone, they are all rescued at the same time and they all do the yippee sound at the same exact time. That's why that happens.
So they need to calm down. Is what you're saying.
They need to calm the heck down. With the zombie infection spread to Selene now.
Yeah, isn't that unfortunate?
Okay, we have a chest. Like always, still needs work, but we'll do the thing. Added chest rewards. Blue beans. I ate a cannoli. Nice.
You think my sickness would be cured if I ate cannoli?
You know, the chance is probably not zero.
Yippee!
Amazon Prime includes unlimited photo storage. I've never heard about that one.
No.
What doesn't Amazon Prime include? Actually, loads of things. It's like on Amazon Prime Video. Everything you want to watch is not included. Feels like. Any show or movie that you actually really want to watch, be like, all right, this is not included in your Prime membership. Just received a package from Amazon. Prime Video includes ads. It does. You know what else includes ads? Prime Video where you pay to not have ads. Also includes ads. True story. If you pay to not have ads, they won't interrupt the show. But they won't pause what you're watching to show you ads. But they will still show you ads at the beginning. Pre-rolls, yeah. Right, so now when you get a chest, you know, you have to work for it. You have to go and pick it up. You don't just instantly get it, which adds another little layer of gameplay. It's cool.
Gimme.
Another T.
That gave me a jump scare. Okay, I need to fix that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Same here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll fix it right now. What is this? I did not change this. I did in fact not change this. So why is it changed? Understand. Lucas, hello, hello. I've been rethinking the entire mechanism of my game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it time for the full game refactor? Oh, why does it flashbang? Stop that. I beg you. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Play at, rescue at. We have a cooldown situation. What if I add a very small cooldown to every single sound? Maybe that would make sense. Now this is where it starts. Oh boy. Oh boy. North Pole Light is refactoring their whole shebang. Alright. Nerds, brace for PvP. Lower your volumes. Remove your headphones.
Thank you so much for that fart.
We're gonna see if I fixed it. Oh, well, this is interesting, isn't it?
What's happening? When do you cough again?
I don't know what happened. Let's try that again with more nerds.
More.
Brace for PvP.
No, not PvP.
Watch your ears. You've been warned. It still played more than one sound, which I didn't necessarily expect, but
But that wasn't too.
it wasn't terrible. We're gonna try one more time. Hmm. I'm gonna say that fixed it. Cool. All right, next up. I want to improve the charging zombie. Let me see if I can illustrate the issue.
I wanna import the new zombie.
I forgot that. Okay. Persons, not Simon. You can have this. And we go in game. You should immediately be able to see not Simon the zombie. Get him.
Nice, so we have 2 zombies.
And if we cure them, they get
Oh, you also have Simon
direct
with a...
counterpart.
Definitely not Simon with a butt.
Simon with a butt, yeah. Alright, let's give Simon a butt. So...
I just replaced this.
Okay. I imported it. It should have just replaced it. So if we cure this nerd, they should now have a butt. Oh my goodness. Why does it look angry?
Why did that happen?
I mean, I kind of see a butt. I don't know if you guys see it. I kind of see a butt right here. You guys see it? It's a butt with eyeballs. With a hand coming out of it. Okay, let's not.
That's one hell of a mutation.
But what happened? Need to remove this cursedness that I did before.
Wait, let me check if there was a Celine here. Possibly a Celine. Oh. Oh.
That matches, so that's fine.
I've now replaced it.
You reread?
Yeah.
Ah, it was the full-sized one, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Okay, okay. That makes sense.
Sorry, it
That
was
makes
a
sense.
Celine mistake. I was just sabotaging everything.
It's okay, you're sick, you have excuse.
I did it for content.
Your face is content. Well, not today, I guess. Come on, Google Drive, you can do it. Oh.
Look away for 2 minutes and chaos ensues.
Oh, here we go. Okay, let's try that again. If I do this, it is now the same size. So that should work. Round 2. Will they have a butt? They have a butt.
It looks a lot less weird now, right?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
Thank you for the clip, Tempe.
Flipping.
Okay, cool. Debugger, what are you complaining about?
Our first zombie variant.
It looks great. Resource file not found. Idle zombie spawner. Idle zombie spawner. What is with these flashbangs, bro? Oh my god.
Need a quick off and on again.
it's just been doing that lately, like not just today. Pretty fun.
I need to sneeze.
Bless. How did that happen?
Thank you, Tantini.
What happened there? Wait. What?
He's making noises.
Zombie one side sheet. What is this and why did it change? No. Whoa, that is weird.
What happened?
It changed an import setting, which actually affected how things were being rendered. That is super strange. Oh boy.
I mean, could you like roll it back? And then
Added not Simon zombie. Danzen, thank you for the follow.
thank you.
Dinner time. Enjoy dinner, Temtic. Okay. Cool. We have a new zomb. That's great. So if now we did like 100 zombs, we can see that that makes a big difference already. Because technically we doubled the amount of zombie variants, right?
Sorry, what?
We doubled the amount of zombies
Right.
sprites that we have, so that makes a huge difference on a big horde
Yeah.
with the variety.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we're ready to take our Steam screenshots, we want to have one more, which is what Celine is drawing right now.
I'm drawing our previous little from our jam.
Mm-hmm.
Our jam nerds.
I was thinking, like, you know how games like Vampire Survivors have a extra XP so you can get an item that says XP increased by whatever, right? So you can take that item to level up faster. We could do something like that, but I was thinking we have like VIPs or something, or the scientists. We can call them scientists or VIPs, but it's an upgrade that you take, and it says you can now find VIP survivors that are worth more XP. So if you save the VIPs, they would give you 2 XP instead of 1, for example. And maybe there's further upgrades that makes them even more valuable.
Yeah.
And we can have like unique VIP sprites, which would be scientists and such.
I think that could be cool.
Which also makes sense thematically. Like if you're saving a scientist, they're going to be more valuable to you in the lab, so you get more XP. Is how I'm thinking about it. Right. So let me get the sprinter if I can here. Okay. So we have sprinters. I'm going to spawn a sprinter. Okay. So this is the zombie sprinter. They are very fast, but they have a slow turning rate. The way that I've achieved this before is I basically change the turning rate depending on how close they are to the player. So the closer they are, the smaller the turning rate. So you can like dodge them, essentially. But there are 2 issues. One is because we changed how the zombies navigate, their target is no longer always the player. Like they can choose to go to the side of the player, which works for a normal zombie, but completely breaks the sprinter zombie. Problem number 2 is they can get into this state where basically they start orbiting the player.
He has his own gravity.
Yeah. The dock just has its own gravitational field, and they get stuck into this orbit.
Your dock is so thick.
And this is caused by that calculation where I'm like reducing turning rate based on how far they are from the player. But there's a sweet spot where the turning rate is enough that they keep turning but can never actually turn into the player. So we're going to change how this works. Instead of just using the turning rate, the variable turning rate, to figure out how to go at the player, I'm going to make it so that they have a like a normal state and a charging state. So in a normal state, they kind of behave like a normal zombie. They just try to get in range. And once they are in range, they initiate a charge. And a charge would be, I guess, time-based. So like for the next 3 seconds, they will charge in a direction or with a certain turning rate. So that should avoid that behavior. So let's try and make that happen. Let's open up our sprinter zombie. Here they are. Can't wait for us to have some special sprites.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Those need to be made when I'm healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have our sprinter zombie. Let's remove this. And then we have a state. So this here, this is what's breaking the current behavior. This variable turning rate is a no-no. That idea failed entirely. Okay. So let's fix the navigation situation first. So we have this set nav target. And yesterday we added this, which tries to make it so that the zombies surround the player. They don't all just run at the player. They try and like cut off the player into different directions. This cannot happen with our sprinter zombie. So where does this get called? Not here, because it gets called in the manager, I assume. So in the manager, every other frame, the nav target is updated. I feel like for the moment, we probably just override this for the printer zombie. Is that smart? Oh, maybe we don't actually need to worry about that anymore. Yeah. Worry about that. Yeah. Okay. So we have our alert state. We're going to need a new state for the sprinter. So in here, we're going to add a state node. I suppose it is a zombie state. Yep. We're going to call it... Let's call it sprint state, given they're the sprinter. Then we're going to extend the script. With the sprint state, sure. So what happens in the sprint state? We want to override the physics process. Then we need a duration. Let's set it to something like 3 seconds for now. We have our target, which is the player. So we're going to go var direction, which is a vector 3. And on enter, right? Why is this not overriding something? On enter. That should be chunk on enter. Yeah. Oh, it's because I have errors, isn't it? Probably. If we do this, there we go. Okay, got it. So on enter, we'll say direction of the charge equals zombie global position. Direction to player dot global position. So we're going to charge in the direction of the player. Okay. We're going to say const acceleration is a float. Do we still want them to turn? Yes, they could have like a very small acceleration rate. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I don't want to do this. Okay, so we're going to process soft collisions, I suppose. We have our current direction. Fine. And we want the direction to be the current direction lerped to the player. Oh, that's not what we want. We have current direction when we need player direction. Is zombie global position direction to player global position. Turning rate. Should we just do that? Turn rate. And let's have a very small number. Okay. And then we just do zombie velocity plus equals direction times acceleration. Right, I guess we want the charge speed as well. Let's put that, oh, it's 6. So we have our max speed. We also want acceleration. We'll have to play around with all these values here. I don't know if I actually need this calculation. Yeah. Anyway. So that's the charge state. So now we want to change the normal state to just getting in range of the
You misspelled acceleration.
I misspelled acceleration. I do that a lot. Acceleration. Acceleration with an E. Like that. I apparently do that a lot. Acceleration. Acceleration. Thank you. Const sprint range. So let's say that when they get within 7 meters, they should go into the sprint. So on physics process, we'll say player. Okay, I just realized it's not just about distance. They also need line of sight. They also need line of sight. So we're gonna go over to our ranged zombie. Which has some checks here. Is in range and has line of sight. We're gonna need those same calculations. We're gonna need those same calculations. So process, going to process range and line of sight. We're not going to do that every single frame. Because we don't need to. So we're going to say every 0.2 seconds. We'll check for that. So if distance is less than the sprint range, we're in range, and then we check line of sight. If the physics query does not collide with any geometry, then we have line of sight. Cool. So when we're here, we can say if is in range and has line of sight, we need to change the state to we need to change the state to the sprint state. So we're going to get the sprint state, and we'll say state machine change state to sprint state. And we return out. If those aren't true, then the zombie should continue to try and get in range and get line of sight. So we don't need all of this stuff, probably. But we still want their movement to be a little floaty. We do. Let's change this to be let's use these things here. So we still have turn rate and acceleration, but they have higher turn rate, higher acceleration. And we'll say we don't need this. We can use turn rate. So goodbye, goodbye. We're always going to have a direction. There's no situation where there won't be a direction. I don't think we need any of this stuff. And here we're just limiting it to its max speed. Okay. Okay. Let's see what happens. I need to upgrade my debug so that I can spawn specific special zombies. I don't have a way of doing that right now. Okay. They're doing stuff. I think we need to give them more turning rate. Are they ever going into sprint? Hard to say. They're just being weirdos. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, if we wanted to spawn specific zombies, how do we do that? Okay. Debug on special zombie button. Okay. Let's go zombies for special zombies. This is going to be an array of packed scenes. Then we need to preload said scenes. So we have our printer zombie at the moment. Why is that not shit? Special zombies sprinter. Special zombies ranged. On setup items, we add an item.
I'm gonna go give my cuckoo her dinner.
Okay. Can you get the name of a scene, I wonder? Of a packed scene. There's a resource name. Maybe that'll work. Zombie requested. Let's do on special zombie requested. On special zombie requested, we're going to get a scene. We'll just do spawn special zombie scene. Okay. And on debug manager, want to add debug spawn special zombie button. Can make this. Devro. Hello, hello. Hope you had a fantastic stream. How's it going?
Hello and welcome.
Hope everyone is having a good one. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so it worked, technically. But the button is empty. Okay, okay. Zombie button. Okay, so let's look at packed scene, I suppose. What do we want? I kind of want to show this string. So like zombie ranged is what I would want to show. So in a resource, we have the resource name, an optional name. Well, that's not what we want. We have path, the unique path to this resource. Might have to use that. Might have to use that. Resource path. Resource path. So if I just did that, we would get the full path in the thing, which is actually not that bad. We could leave it at that, honestly. Because the only other way of fixing that would be splitting it and finding the name, right? Which you could probably do with a smart regular expression. Although I suck at those. So if we did zombie name, which is a string, how does regex even work here? They're easy. How does one regex in Godot? New regex, compile, search. Using search, you can find the pattern. If a pattern is found, match is returned. And you can retrieve details of the results. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Okay. See if we can make this happen. So we're gonna say regex, which is a regex, I guess, equals how'd it go? Equals regex.new. So we have our regex. Then we need to do regex.compile something. Then we would go match equals, not match, regex match equals regex dot search zombie dot resource path. Then if result. So if it finds anything. So if regex match I mean, it's gonna have to match. So if regex match, we do regex match dot get string. Else nothing. Else we leave it be. They're easy. People are just scared of it for no reason. Regex 101. Highly suggest this website for regex building. Has a guide on bottom right. Okay. Okay. Let's try it. Has a guide bottom right. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to find the string so we have a path. We have a path like res this path dot name dot tscn. So we have something like this, and we're trying to get the name out of it. I have zero clue how how I would do that. Time for some ChatGPT. So I would go. I have this. I need to find the name in a string such as this. Just split by slash and by dot. Yeah, I was gonna do that initially. And I was like, oh, but a clean regular expression would be so cool. Pointless, isn't it? Just overcomplicating it for no reason. Like, look at this. Look at this. How can someone look at that and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense? What? What is the point of being cool when no one will read it, right? That's so true. Captures one or more characters that are not a forward slash, i.e. the file name without the path. Matches the tscn file extension dot escaped. Dollar, it's at the end of the string. Bro, that's wild. That's, I mean, there's no way that works. Is that gone? There's no way that works. I mean, I don't want b.tscn on it. Perfect. The regex I gave already excludes it. Yeah, but it doesn't. Whatever. Whatever. This is fine. Okay. A simpler one is just to loop from the end of the string. Loop from the end of the string. You mean like character by character? Like doing it simply, I would do like you said with the splits. So it's like bar path equals resource, what? Zombie resource path. So zombie name starts with path, then you go zombie name equals zombie name split by slash, and then take the last split, which you can get with back. Turns the last element of the array. Packed string array. Oh, interesting. This returns a packed string array. Whoa. Well, that's funky. This doesn't have all the methods. Weird. Okay. Op. Yeah, for some reason this array, this string array doesn't have all the methods, so you would need to do get or just the thing itself. So you get it by index. So you split it, then you get the last element, then you split it by dot, then you get the first element. Does it look good? No. Does it work? Yeah. So, I guess we go with that. What does packed string array inherit from? Nothing, apparently. It's its own thing. It's its own base class. I didn't even know this existed. Has its own set of methods, which is like a subset of the normal array for some reason. Packs data tightly, so it saves memory for large array sizes. Packed arrays are generally faster to iterate on. Interesting. Anyway. Now that we did that, it was a bit of a tangent. Now we can actually... Oh, we need to close all these tabs. We don't need any more. So we have our sprint state, and we have our sprinter alert state. That's what we were trying. So here, let's say, let's sprint in range and as LOS moving to sprint. Let's see if they are moving into the sprint state. So we add a sprinter zombie. There he is. Did it work? Let's do this. How you doing there, Salini? Hanging in there.
the third cube.
Okay, right. So they're entering the sprint, and then they're never leaving it because we didn't finish that part. Okay. So in the sprint state, I added this duration constant, but I never actually implemented it. So we could say var duration current float equals 0.
Lance, thank you so much for that follow.
Hey, Lance. So on enter, we're going to say duration current equals duration. And then on physics process, we'll say if duration current equals 0, we change the state back to the alert state. So we go like this, we go like this, and we return out. If not, so if it's not 0, we go duration current equals max 0, duration current minus delta. So now they should sprint for 3 seconds and then exit the sprint state. So they're sprinting, they're sprinting, they're sprinting. They're sprinting again, they're sprinting again. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's test out giving them no turn rate on the sprint. See if that makes it more visible. So sprinter, here they go. And they're sprinting, and they're not turning at all. And they're off to Narnia. Cool.
Narnia.
I think on this one, I want to try turning off this. Instead of doing that, the direction is the nav direction. So we just go like this. So we're just playing off of acceleration. So here we go. They're sprinting and they are struggling immensely. Okay. Okay, what if acceleration was like 10? Where are they? Why are they still sprinting? They're sprinting to Narnia. Okay. Why did they keep sprinting? So we're here and we say change the alert state. So then we enter this. So then it goes process, checks the range. Oh, but the cooldown here might not be 0 anymore. Maybe I don't want the cooldown here. I'll comment this out for now. If that would fix it. What the heck? Okay. I feel like now their acceleration is maybe too strong. I don't know. Let's try a 4. We can also... Oh my god. Hey, Mags. How's it going? So their base speed is at 4.6. I'm gonna reduce that to like 3.8. Here's Max. Max is asking how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm not great, but I don't think I'm worse. You know, I think probably yesterday, today, probably the worst of it. Hoping that from tomorrow onwards, it's more recovery than anything. I'm still confusing my lefts and my rights. I'm still labeling layers. I like the arms and legs as right and left, but they're wrong every time I do it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna finish once I finish this human. I think that's all I got in me for today.
Fair.
I'm just finishing. I still think we are on track because then that means we're just missing the zombie version of her, which we can do between tomorrow and Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll still be on track for the Steam page.
I don't understand why this is so complicated in my head. Just feel good. How are they just turning on a dime? How they're not supposed to be able to do that. Oh, is it the delta? I'm not using delta. That's problematic, isn't it? That would make a lot of sense. Hey, silly. Happy Sunday. Because if I'm not using delta, then it's applying the acceleration every frame. Then of course they can go crazy. Okay. Cool. We're almost there, I feel like. So this here also needs delta. Maybe. Okay. So say we're here without... Can they turn? No. Because now with the delta, the value is tiny. Okay. So they need more. We'll give them more. Let's 10x that. Can they turn? They can. This is good. This is good. They can turn. Can they sprint? They can, but they're not sprinting at me. Why not? So their nav direction is still wrong because they can do the surround situation. I could do a export var surround enabled, which equals true, and then here we can say if surround enabled, you can do all this crazy shenanigans. And then on our zombie sprinter, we just turn off surround. So now it should always go directly at the player. So they're chasing the player, chasing the player, chasing the player. And they go into a sprint. Then they can turn. Fine. Now a problem is I don't know if this is being used. Like if I do like 20 speed on the sprint, are they actually using that?
I am pleased to announce that you have a third human.
Wow. 20 speed, I know. It is in fact not using that. Why not? Why not? Is it because our acceleration is now tiny?
Your accel-
If we were to increase our acceleration,
Thank you for the fart.
you're just so... It's not changing at all.
¿Cómo es posible?
Direction times acceleration times delta. We are adding to that. Does the zombie perhaps do something? Because we have physics process. Zombie dot velocity. State machine. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. Limit length speed. So if we took this off, is the editor integrated to Godot? I've never tried Godot. Yes. I use the integrated code editor, but you can use an external one if you want. What's the formula that's being used? There's not really a formula. I'm just trying to get it to do what I want. There we go. So I was just here. I'm limiting it in a way where this doesn't do what it should do. I'm limiting it here anyway, so that's fine. I would just need to make sure that this one is also limiting it. So if I do limit length here, then I don't need to do it here, question. Okay. I think we have it. I think we have it. So we have Sprinter Zomb. When it's in range, it goes into a full sprint, which is extra speed. And then it charges or sprints for 3 seconds at the player, hopefully. Let's see. So if I'm just trying to dodge it, I might have to give it a little adjustment when the sprint starts. You can also sprint through normal zombs. Does it push normal zombs? Does it push normal zombs? Doesn't. Why? Should push them out of the way. Interesting. Are processing soft collisions, so Oh, because they're no longer in the alert state. Oi, oi, oi. Such complicate. Such complicate. Much wow. Okay. So when they enter the sprint, we kind of want to make sure they're sprinting directly at the player. So how do we do that? How do we do that?
How do we do that?
So on enter, we can say zombie dot velocity equals zombie dot global position direction to player global position times zombie velocity dot length. Oh, what did I do? Why did I remove this? What did I do? What the heck? So that should realign the player or the sprint to go directly at the player every time. Kind of. How do I test that? If I do like a sharp turn, I think it's fine. I think we probably just want to make it so that it can turn a little bit while it's sprinting. How does this work? So if I do 0.5, will that do anything? Can it turn while sprinting now? It can. Cool. So now if I stand still, I should no longer be able to put them in an orbit. They'll find their way back and charge straight. Wait, am I invulnerable? Why did I... Right. Because the alert state. Because of the alert state. Ugh. At the moment, zombies can only hurt the player if they are in the alert state. So I'll either need to bring all of this logic into a single state and just have the state have like normal mode and sprinting mode. Or I need to overhaul how the other stuff works. Oh boy. Oh boy. Fun.
Bro, already?
Hmm?
Already gotta overhaul some shit?
Always. Right, let me put in the new people
People.
so we can see that.
Beep.
The human version, right?
Yes. People.
Human number 3. Okay, so the important question, what are we naming person number 3?
Do they need a name? They can't just be number 3.
Number 3 they are. Person 3, they don't get a name.
If we're naming them, then we're
Get
naming them.
wrecked.
No.
Celine has spoken.
No. I just don't want to make it complicated. Does the others have names?
Yeah, it's Olive and not Simon.
So in the engine, they have. That's what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what can her name be?
Potat. Oh wait, I never added her to the actual list. Billy. Here, you guys can look at her in game and name her.
I like Tanya.
Tanya. Ooh, let's go 3 of her here.
Fressa, look, cause it's like 3. Do it, yeah, I could do it, Teresa. Are you saying Tanyas can't be scientists?
Who's the most famous scientist ever? Einstein? She could be Einstein. Penelope?
Ooh, I heard someone called Cherie, which is like deer in the French. Like, not deer the animal, but deer.
Mon chéri. She looks great though.
Yeah. Much better to have the variety, right? Doesn't it all look so samey anymore?
Mm.
Imagine when we have like 20 peoples. That's gonna be great. Alice? Oh, I like Alice.
Oh my goodness. It's a massacre.
Okay, let's call her Alice.
She has no butt.
She has a dress.
She didn't. She wasn't worthy of a butt.
You can't see her butt. She was wearing a dress. But does it look weird?
No.
It doesn't look weird on Olive, but it looks weird on Sean because that shirt is a bit shorter.
Yeah, because not Sean is wearing pants,
Yeah.
whereas Olive is wearing a skirt, and
It's gonna be Alice.
Alice
Is wearing
a lab coat.
She's just wearing like leggings or something.
Right. Yeah, like a dress and a lab coat.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel off, I would say. Yeah, it looks good. Look at him go. Alice. You want to lock that in?
Yeah.
Alice has been locked in. Cool. Cool. Cool.
We're almost there.
Yeah, one more sprite. And we can start
Screenshotting.
doing some screenshots.
Yeah.
Humans. Done. She can show you how deep the rabbit hole really goes. One more ticket.
Whoa, Squidward on a chair.
What the heck? We don't talk about the planters. They got cut.
They got cut. I mean, they'll come, but not yet.
Not yet. We got greenhouse and hedge maze. We got upgrades. We got surrounded by massive horde. We got zombie virus mutation. And
My name is Jeff.
comic book. Your name's not Jeff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh.
And we have 1 week to get all of these up and the Steam page updated. We also have the capsules. Alina's done those designs.
Yeah.
Guess it would be this one. That's gonna go over there. Ooh, that's such a massive upgrade. My goodness.
Right.
We're gonna have to cut the gifts from the about section until we have those again. So we'll probably cut this. May have some static assets just for visual interest, but it'll be mostly text, right?
Yeah. Very good, very nice.
Are we still happy with a short description? After the recent spread of a mysterious zombie virus, the world has collapsed. Luckily you, Dr. J. Ferret, were able to develop a wonder cure capable of reversing the apocalypse. Can you reclaim the living before it's too late? I like it. I suppose...
It doesn't tell you much about the gameplay, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't talk about the roguelike, action roguelike nature of it all.
I think we need to keep that. That's great, what we call romance copy. But I think we need to update that bit to tell a little bit more about what the gameplay is going to be.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it needs a bit more of a gameplay hook. I like the beginning. and the mention of the wonder cure, the mention of reclaiming the living. But what could we do to mention? Let's bring up some.
Thank you for that, Paul.
Hey, Lilin. Old Rod, how do I keep character body 2D from being on top of each other when they move? They have colliders and are all on the same collision layer, but they all bunch up on top of each other. So, you say they're on the same collision layer. You still have to make sure that both the layer and the mask, right? So if they're on layer 1, then the layer 1 should also be on the mask, for example. I assume you already have that. They have their colliders. What are you using to move them? So, for example, are you using move and slide? These are on a path follow 2D. These are on a path follow 2D. I have never used a path follow. So from the path, you're getting the position that you want them to go in. But if you're still using move and slide to move them, if you're never moving them outside of move and slide, then they should be colliding with each other. They shouldn't be able to go at the same in the same coordinate. Is the path follow modifying the position of these nodes potentially? I don't really know how this works. It returns the coordinates of a point within it. Like, you can't modify the position or the global position at all outside of this. If you do that, then it's not going to be doing the collision calculations. So you have to make sure that you're using velocity and not modifying their position.
Also, hello, Runty. I'm not censored. I'm just really sick. I am.
Thank you for the follow, Monta. Okay, yeah, I see the problem. They're being moved by the path to the node with a progress percentage. Yeah, that must be it. If you can... Well, I guess it depends. Are you trying to make it so that... Well, it's really hard to say without a visual aid, I suppose. But maybe you can get a target position from the path 2D. And then try and set the velocity of the node to go towards that point, but you don't move them directly to that point. Something like that. So Vampire Survivor says, mowed down thousands of night creatures and survive until dawn. Vampire Survivors is a gothic horror casual game with roguelike elements, where your choices can allow you to quickly snowball against the hundreds of monsters.
So they basically allocate one small sentence
for flavor.
For the romance, yeah.
Everything else is describing the game.
Yeah. Which I think it's good. I think we want. And then in the about, And that's where we can put that longer bit of copy
Mm-hmm.
that we have right now, I think.
Risk of Rain 2 says, escape a chaotic alien planet by fighting through hordes of frenzied monsters with your friends or on your own. Combine loot in surprising ways. Blah, blah, blah.
Again, it's more about the gameplay.
Yeah.
So I think we definitely need to make that a bit clearer.
Dun, 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 dun. See, Binding of Isaac, randomly generated RPG, roguelike, blah, blah, blah. Yep, yep. Enter the Gungeon is a bullet hell dungeon crawler. Yep. Hordes of Hell is a gripping roguelike horde survivor. Rotato is a top... That's interesting. A lot of them have this, like, name of the game is a...
Right?
Binding of Isaac is a. Enter the Gungeon is a. Hordes of Hell is a gripping
They
roguelike.
include the name again.
Rotato is a top-down arena shooter. That's really interesting.
I wonder if that helps with like searching.
Yeah, maybe it's an SEO thing.
The key to success is A.
Have we cracked it? Is A guarantees 100 reviews day one.
Right? That's it. Totally not, what do you call it? Coincidence.
I mean, the scary part of that realization is that now we have to say what our game is. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this responsibility.
For me, it's something I'd probably wanna go write down a few things and refine it. Because I don't do well thinking out loud.
Reclaim the Living is a ... Done. That's the important part, right?
Is a surprise. You love Potato Mags? It's so cute. It's we saw some of the making of it when the developer was making Brotato.
Oh,
on
yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Reclaim the Living is the key to unlimited wealth and health.
There's also certain terms that we need to decide if we want to associate with or not. Like survivors like. Or arena shooter, probably not. Horde survivor is interesting.
I kind of like using the word horde just because it does tie into zombies somehow.
So we could even combine that and be like,
You could say it's like a
Reclaim the Living is a
horde
zombie horde survivor.
with a twist. Wave-based procedural roguelite. That's mad. Is it procedural?
It is not procedural. It is procedural. Is that a word? Can we spin it off as a good thing for not being procedural? You got hordes of zombies. Just play it. Buy now. Reclaim the Living is a blockchain NFT based game without blockchain or NFTs. Non-procedural, bespoke. I like that. Bespoke.
Handcrafted.
Yeah. Artisan.
Artisan. Oh
Reclaim the
no.
Living is a zombie horde survivor.
much time.
where you use a wonder cure to reverse the apocalypse. I don't know if I like the word apocalypse, to be honest.
You just finished Last of Us
Where
2, the game. It is an amazing story.
the recent spread of a mysterious zombie virus has collapsed society.
Ooh, I like that monster, like race against time to restore society. That's interesting. I'm afraid.
Race against time. Yeah, that is interesting.
I think you have to say, I don't know if you like using the phrase like here's the twist or something, like it's too cliche, but like I think you want to address the fact that you're not harming the zombies, you're curing them. So I think I want to address that here somehow.
We could say, if we want to bring back the cure aspect, use a cure.
Or you can say against all odds, a cure was developed to turn zombies back into humans. Reverse zombification.
First the virus. PETA-friendly zombie curing roguelike. We do want the roguelike in there, don't we?
Yeah.
Reclaim the Living is a zombie horde survivor roguelike. That's a mouthful. Zombie horde survivor roguelike, where the recent spread of a mysterious zombie virus has collapsed society.
I think this needs a lot of work. But
Against all odds, a cure was developed to reverse the virus. Can you reclaim the living before it's too late? Something like that.
I think something like this, but I think it needs something.
Against all odds, you developed a cure. Or you, against all odds, you against all odds, you developed a career. You have
Yeah, I'm not sure what
Developed
to do. But
your also this word mysterious. I don't think I like the spread of a zombie virus has collapsed society. I don't necessarily like the collapsed society. Against all odds, a cure was
has
developed.
plagued society?
Hmm.
Has afflicted, affected. Rampaged.
Before we had the world has collapsed.
But has it? I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just awkward to have like a fourth wall breaking stuff and then referred to the reader as you, the character.
Yeah.
It feels like they don't fit in the same place, right? You're talking about Horde Survivor roguelikes, so you're talking to the gamer, the real person. You're not RP talking, I guess.
Yeah, why are you avoiding the word apocalypse? I don't necessarily have an issue with it. But...
No, I was just saying. I'm not sure. We could use apocalypse. We could.
Runty asked ChatGPT to rewrite it as if it was sent by Dexter from.
Oh God.
Can you read that? Cause I can't.
Claim the living, a most magnifico scientific scenario, a zombie horde survivor roguelike where gasp, a hideous viral outbreak. Ooh, outbreak is interesting. I like outbreak. Has brought civilization to its knees. Doom. Doom, I say. But wait, using the superior intellect of science and possibly a little help from a hyper-intelligence boy genius, a miraculous cure has been synthesized to reverse the zombie condition.
I do love what it did with the tone of voice. I think maybe this vibe might actually be kind of cool.
Like it's more silly.
Yeah, bring a little bit of the silliness into it.
Against all odds, you have developed a cure. Can you reclaim the living? Against all odds, a cure was developed to reverse the virus. Oh, yeah. Right, this is referring to you as well. Good point. We're also saying reclaim the living twice now, which I don't like.
Yeah. That's alright. I do like that, Runty. I think I like the vibe. I like that silly vibe for sure.
I really like the word outbreak. The Living is a zombie horde survivor roguelike. We're also saying zombie twice, which we may not want to do. So like if we want to say zombie virus, then we wouldn't say zombie horde survivor. We would just say horde survivor.
I'm happy to write a few options later while we want to have dinner or something as well.
What do you want me to do then?
What?
What do you want me to do then?
Do what?
Nothing. Never mind.
Huh?
Are we donezo for
yeah,
the day?
Yeah,
because
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
Okay. We're calling it. Maybe something like this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're very close, very close. This page is going to look night and day, isn't it?
I think so.
And I think just over time, once we have different parts of the game come online, we can
maybe
put these back.
As the last thing, we could think about this section here. Like, do we want to include a little like a Discord banner like some games do? And
that's not allowed anymore.
Oh, it's not allowed anymore.
Yeah. you cannot link anywhere anymore. Alrighty. Let's get out of here. Oh, Kitty's back. Hey, Nex.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Mags, whenever the kitten is walking on the keyboard, you have to hit that enter key. Even if they don't.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
You could always delete it, but
No.
You gotta.
Don't you dare delete it.
They're trying to tell people a message, you know. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Mr. Zombie. I'm just not feeling very well.
Hey, we still have gone for 3 hours. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I just thank you, Lance, for that fart. I just want to lay down for a bit. Unless you want to keep going, but I'll just
No, that's okay. Are you planning to optimize it for the Steam Deck too? Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for those farts.
Yeah, 100%. We want the game to be playable start to finish in the Steam Deck, on the Steam Deck, on and around the Steam Deck. Maybe the farts will help.
Thank you so much for all the farts.
Thank you so much for hanging out, nerds. I'll test it on the Steam Deck if you want, so it might be able to get the Great on Deck label. Yeah, I do have a Steam Deck. Unfortunately, that Great on the Deck label is a bit more elusive than I expected. We had a hard time getting that on the Super Cat Cafe. Even though it plays great, they keep saying the text is too small. No matter how many times I increase the text, they still say it's too small.
I wonder if they just have something against pixel art, because like,
yeah, I don't know.
maybe this time it won't be an issue.
Out of spite, I've gone and booted up all sorts of games on the deck that have the Steam Deck verified symbol, and their text is smaller than our text. So I'm a bit salty about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, Mr. Zombie, you spent all the week making your house look nice. That's awesome.
Wait, is this in game?
I don't know. I interpret it as for realsies.
A real house. A real life house. Nice. Had a big move. Oh, I see. Nice. I hope it's been a fun time and not too much of a chore.
Oh. Look, it's Kiki.
He now lives in Candyland. Big chocolate castle. Awesome.
Very cool.
All right. I think today we're going to take you over to Jotson because it's a cool stream. And I believe they are starting some new projects, so that's always exciting. Love watching new projects come to fruition. Yeah. So we're going to head over there.
And we'll be back on Tuesday. Hopefully by then, I actually don't feel like a little desiccated potato.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. We're almost there. Almost got a new Steam page. Mm-hmm. I think maybe Tuesday we can do that. Like once we put in the new zombie, then we can just start getting that going.
Yeah.
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 Thank you for the hydrate.
Alrighty, let's get out of here. Johnson.
I am the new zombie. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.
Thanks so much for hanging out, nerds. We'll see you Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Where's the button? This one. Ah!
Move to. Okay. Move to, and we'll do half of 200 by 400 by 240, right? Put it in the middle of the screen here. Approx. Hey, nerdy nerds, raiding with a party of 28. Thank you very much for the raid. Oh, and me, Magatron? I've watched you a little bit. How you guys doing? Yeah, I'm doing a little tiny bit of prototyping. What I'm trying to do is